Hey guys, Brie here and welcome back to my channel. Today I am super excited because I'm going to be sharing with you guys my updated henna routine. So if you follow me on Instagram, you likely have already seen my updated routine because I've shared it probably about 1,000 times. A number of months ago, I want to say about a year ago, I switched over to Khadi Beauty's hair henna and I have been so happy with my results and so happy with the entire process. And so when they reached out to me asking if I wanted to share my whole process, results, and everything with you guys here on YouTube, I was like, heck yes, dream partnership, absolutely. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so the process of hennaing your hair with Khadi Beauty henna is actually super easy. So to start, you just want to open up the box that your henna comes in and you'll have this big sheet. And this sheet will outline the amount of time you need to have your henna in your hair, how hot it needs to be before you apply it, and it'll also give you an outline of kind of the results you can expect. So this time I decided to do my hair with the classic red shade. Now sometimes I will use their copper shade, which I love so much. It's a beautiful color, or sometimes we'll even mix the two to kind of get a nice little custom color, but I really wanted this kind of deep red color, so I went ahead and I did classic red instead. Then I went ahead and I poured my henna into a glass bowl. Now you really don't want to use a metal bowl, avoid a metal bowl. And then I add my hot water. Now I just boiled my kettle and I added that boiling water into the henna and then I mixed it up with a little wooden spoon. And I just keep mixing that together until it kind of forms a creamy paste-like consistency. Then I go ahead and I check the temperature. So for the color that I'm doing, the sheet indicates that I should be getting my henna to 176 degrees Fahrenheit. So I just used my little thermometer, I checked, and it did get up to 180, which means that the color is activated and it's ready to use. But I wouldn't use it right away because 180 Fahrenheit is a little too hot to actually put on your hair and your scalp. So instead I would say just wait a few minutes, let it cool down, and then go ahead and apply it once it's cooled. Once my henna has cooled down a little bit, I actually do this little double broiler process to keep the henna warm. So I have a larger metal bowl here and I add hot water into that, and then I place my glass bowl with my henna into that. That basically just keeps the henna warm as I'm working with it. And the reason that you want to do that is because henna works best when it's still warm. So then it's application time. Now the application is a little messy, but working with henna is just a little messy in general. You kind of have to just figure it out and work with the product and kind of learn as you go. So what I have found to be the best way to apply henna is to first section my hair into 2 sections, just splitting it right down the middle, and then sectioning those sections into another 2 sections. And I find that that really allows me to work the product into those sections and then move on to the next section and really saturate each section very well with the henna. I should mention you can also apply this with gloves. The Khadi Beauty boxes do come with gloves. I personally just like to use my hands because I feel like I can really get the henna into all of the places that I need to get it into. I find gloves a little bit more difficult. However, it does mean that my hands get dyed a little bit orange for about 24 hours. I personally don't mind that, but if you have somewhere to be in the next day and you don't want orange hands, then I recommend that you wear the gloves. Now, a little tip here, if you are going to be doing your hair with henna, I recommend that you wear something that you don't totally love and perhaps something also that's in a dark color so that you can avoid some staining. Wearing white or a light color, likely you're going to stain it if you are applying henna. So that's why I've actually set aside a few items that are like my henna clothing items. So I have a pair of biker shorts, I have a sports bra, and I have a black robe that's been totally destroyed by me doing my hair over the years, and those are my henna clothes. So that's one thing I would say, don't wear something you love, don't wear anything light colored because you could stain it. Once your henna's all applied, you just want to put on your little plastic cap that comes in your henna box. This will help keep any of the dry bits of henna from flaking off as you walk around your house and kind of go about your day over the next few hours. And also it'll stop any wet bits from flaking off and then potentially staining something else. So don't skip that part. I think that's really important. After that, I like to put on my heat cap. So I have this little beaded heat cap that I just throw into the microwave for, I don't know, about a minute or two. And then once it's nice and warm, I put it on my head, and that helps keep the henna active and working. So I will do that, I want to say about every half an hour while I'm doing this treatment. This treatment is 2 hours long, so it's a little bit of a longer time period, but honestly, I don't really mind. I simply just throw in the henna, I throw on my heat cap, I heat it up throughout the 2 hours, and I'll put on a movie, and it's kind of like a nice little spa treatment. But it is a definite time commitment, so make sure you don't do it right before you need to go out or something like that. I've done that one time and it was a mistake, and I ended up being, I want to say, about 45 minutes late. Once the 2 hours is up, I just go ahead and I rinse out my hair, but I only use conditioner. Now, the reason I only use conditioner is because shampoo can sometimes strip out color after you've hennaed your hair, and I really like to give my henna a lot of time, you know, a couple of days, so that it can really kind of bond to the hair and be as vibrant as I want it to be. This is something I've read about quite a bit, and it doesn't seem to be a hidden secret or trick. It just seems to be kind of one of the best practices if you really want your henna to have a lot of time to bond to your hair. Once I've washed the henna out, I just like to add in a little bit of the Khadi Color Care Hair Oil. This really sets the color in place and just makes it look so beautifully vibrant. I'm a big fan of it. So I've been using henna on my hair for over a year now, and I have to say, I feel like my hair has never been so healthy before in my life. It is healthier and longer and shinier than ever before, and I really do think a big part of that is the henna. I no longer am stripping my hair with bleach or damaging it with hair dye. Henna is such a great natural alternative to use on your hair if you want to color your hair, and I highly recommend it. It is a commitment though, once you henna your hair. It's not something that easily lifts out of your hair, so you want to be sure that you really commit to the color. I personally love being a redhead. I love this color. It's so rich and so vibrant, and I personally don't see myself changing it for a very, very long time. One thing I've shared before, and I wanted to share it again, is that if you are choosing a henna product, you do want to make sure that you are looking out for any mineral salts or metallic salts. I've heard both terms used, and you really want to avoid that in your henna. That is what will react poorly if you do ever choose to dye your hair with hair dye or hair bleach in the future, and it can really cause quite a mess. So something that I love about Khadi Beauty products is that they do not contain mineral or metallic salts, and so they are much more safe for your hair if you do choose to change it in the future. Now, if you've already used henna before, you probably already know that henna has been used for thousands of years in many cultures around the world. It's a really culturally significant product. If you want to learn more about the cultural significance of henna, be sure to check out the description box. I'll be linking some resources for you guys to check out if you're interested. So I wanted to share a few things that I love about the Khadi Beauty henna. The first is that it's very convenient. Having the henna in a powder form that you just mix with water is so easy and simple. I love it. Applying it is much easier as well, I've found, than the Lush henna. I think a big part of that is that because this is just the henna and water, it doesn't have that kind of shea butter kind of oiliness that the Lush product does. And you know, no hate on the Lush product. I really enjoyed that one as well. But I just think that this one is a little bit easier to work with. The second thing I love about the Khadi Beauty henna is the color. I feel like the color is just so rich and so vibrant and just the perfect red color that I've been after forever. I love it so much. Number 3 is how long it lasts. I probably only do my hair, I want to say, every 4 or 5 months, if that, and it just lasts so well. Because it fades so naturally over time, I've personally found that it really grows out really naturally with my hair, which I really love. The 4th reason I love this henna product is because it has made my hair so healthy. So healthy. My hair has never been this healthy ever before. I always struggled with a lot of breakage. My hair was always kind of struggling to get to the length that I wanted. And now my hair is longer than I've ever grown it before. It is healthier than it's ever been before, and I am so happy with it. I didn't even know my hair could be this healthy. And then the last thing I just want to say about henna that I really appreciate and love is that it's so much better for the environment. It's just a much more natural product. It's better for your hair. It's better for the the earth, it's better for everything all around. And so I just have been really happy using it. It's just a feel-good product. All right guys, and that's it. That is my whole henna routine. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I had so much fun sharing it with you guys, and let me know your henna questions. Comment below and let me know if you have anything that you wonder about henna, if there's anything I haven't answered, and I will happily answer you guys there. All right, well, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.